Hey, Stoic warrior. We live in a world that reacts before it breathes. One comment, one rejection, one inconvenience, and people lose control. We scroll through chaos, argue with strangers, and call it strength. But deep down, we know the calm man holds the real power, because the one who controls himself can never be controlled by anyone else. The Stoics knew this long before us. Epictetus wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." Those words weren't meant for history books. They were written for moments like these, when your emotions threaten to take the wheel. Today, you'll learn 6 Stoic truths that will train your emotions into your greatest weapon. You'll learn to respond instead of react, to stay calm while the world shakes, to stand tall in storms of noise. Because when you control your emotions, nothing can break you. 1. Emotions are not your enemy. They're your messengers. For most people, emotions feel like storms. Wild, unpredictable, and dangerous. You feel anger rise in your chest, fear tighten your stomach, sadness weigh on your shoulders, and your first instinct is to run from it, to suppress it, to hide it behind distractions. We've been taught to see emotions as weakness. We scroll them away, drink them away, talk them away. But the truth is this: your emotions are not your enemy. They are messengers trying to tell you something your mind refuses to see. Anger isn't there to destroy you. It's there to point towards something you deeply value. Fear doesn't appear to punish you. It warns you of something that matters. Even sadness is proof that your heart can still feel. Stoicism never taught us to kill emotion. It taught us to understand it. As Epictetus said, what upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about those things. It's not the event that breaks you. It's your interpretation of it. Think about the last time you felt betrayed. It wasn't the person's action alone that caused your suffering. It was the story you told yourself afterward. I wasn't enough. I should have seen it coming. People always let me down. The Stoics would say, pause. Observe that story. Is it truth or is it a wound trying to speak? When you stop judging your emotions as good or bad, they begin to reveal their meaning. Anger shows you where your boundaries were crossed. Fear shows you where you lack preparation. Envy shows you what you secretly desire to become. Every emotion is a signal from your deeper self saying, look here. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor, faced betrayal, illness, and war. Yet in his private journal, he never cursed his emotions. Instead, he studied them. He wrote, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. And this, you have the power to revoke at any moment. That's the core of emotional mastery. Understanding that feelings are data, not directives. You can read them, learn from them, and still choose your action with calm. So the next time anger knocks on your door, don't slam it shut. Ask, what value of mine is being stepped on? When fear whispers, don't drown it with noise. Listen. Maybe it's telling you to prepare, to strengthen. When sadness lingers, don't run from it. Sit with it. It's reminding you that connection and meaning still matter to you. The Stoic doesn't fear emotion. He uses it as feedback. Modern life glorifies emotional suppression. Stay positive. Don't feel too much. But that's not Stoicism. That's avoidance. The Stoic way is awareness. Feel deeply, but act wisely. A calm mind isn't a numb mind. It's a trained one. Here's your practice. Today, write down 3 strong emotions you felt this week. Anger, fear, jealousy, disappointment. Then, for each one, answer this question. What truth is this emotion trying to tell me? You'll start to see patterns. Maybe your anger is really about lack of respect, your fear about uncertainty, your sadness about neglecting yourself. And when you see the message clearly, the emotion loses its control. Remember this: emotion is energy in motion. If you suppress it, it turns against you. If you understand it, it transforms you. So instead of saying, "I shouldn't feel this," try saying, "I'm learning from this." Because your emotions are not signs of weakness. They are teachers sent by life itself. And as you begin to listen to them without fear or judgment, something powerful happens. The storm quiets, the noise fades, and clarity returns. You stop being a victim of your emotions and start becoming their commander. That's the Stoic way. Not to silence the heart, but to train it to speak with wisdom. Because the one who understands his emotions doesn't lose control. He becomes unshakable. 2. Reaction is a choice, not a reflex. Every day, life throws sparks at you. Someone cuts you off in traffic, a co-worker disrespects you, a partner says something careless, and before you even realize it, you've ignited. You snap back, you raise your voice, you say words you wish you could take back. Then comes the shame, the exhaustion, the regret. You tell yourself, "I'll stay calm next time." But when next time comes, the reflex wins again. Here's the truth the Stoics lived by. Your reaction is not automatic. It's a decision disguised as instinct. Between the stimulus and the response, there's a sacred space, and inside that space lies your freedom. The difference between the ordinary man and the Stoic warrior is not what happens to them. It's what they do in that pause. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." He faced betrayal, illness, war. Yet he never let anger make his decisions for him. The Stoic doesn't deny emotion. He simply refuses to become its puppet. When something provokes you, the first battle isn't out there. It's inside your chest. Modern life teaches speed, not reflection. We are trained to react instantly, reply fast, argue first, think later. But Stoicism teaches you to slow the moment down. When you're insulted, before the words leave your mouth, pause. Breathe. Feel your heart rate spike. Watch your body try to defend itself. Then remember, not every battle deserves your energy. Sometimes your silence screams louder than your anger ever could. That pause, that single breath, is your training ground. Neuroscience even confirms what the Stoics already knew. In those 3 to 5 seconds of stillness, your brain moves from the emotional center to the rational one. You reclaim your throne as the commander of your own mind. The Stoics called it prohairesis, the ability to choose one's response. It's not about suppression, it's about direction. A calm mind doesn't mean you feel nothing. It means you decide what deserves your power. You can still feel anger without becoming angry. You can acknowledge pain without becoming bitter. Here's how to train that. When something triggers you, say 3 silent commands to yourself. Pause. Breathe. Choose. Pause. Because reaction is the enemy of reason. Breathe. Because the breath is the bridge between chaos and control. Choose. Because you're not a slave to the moment. You are the architect of it. And then act, not to prove you're right, but to stay aligned with who you are. Because that's the Stoics' real victory. Not conquering others, but conquering the self. Seneca once said, "No man is more unhappy than he who never faces adversity, for he is not permitted to prove himself." Every emotional trigger is a test, not from life, but from within. The test isn't whether you'll feel emotion, it's whether you'll let emotion command you. Think about it. Every time you explode, you give your power away. You hand it to the person who provoked you. You let them steer your day, your peace, your dignity. But when you stay composed, when you breathe before reacting, you become untouchable. The chaos can surround you, but it cannot enter you. So here's your practice. For the next 7 days, make it a rule. No reaction within 3 seconds. When something frustrates you, count, breathe, and observe. You'll feel the space widen. You'll see how much control you actually have. Because emotional mastery isn't about never getting triggered. It's about mastering the gap between impulse and action. That gap is your kingdom. Guard it, train it, expand it. Remember this: life will always test your temper, your patience, your pride. But the world cannot break a man who pauses before he strikes. The more you practice the pause, the sharper your control becomes. And soon, you won't just be reacting less. You'll be living more. Because reaction is temporary power. But calm is eternal strength. 3. Detachment is power. There's a quiet kind of power that most people never learn. The power of emotional detachment. Not coldness, not apathy, but the discipline of staying centered while the world tries to pull you apart. Most people live as emotional hostages. Their peace depends on what others say, how others treat them, whether they're liked, noticed, or praised. One compliment lifts them, one insult destroys them. They hand out the keys to their emotions like free samples, to friends, lovers, strangers, even people online. And then they wonder why they feel so drained. But a Stoic sees this differently. He doesn't give that power away. He observes the chaos, but doesn't become part of it. When someone disrespects him, he doesn't rush to prove his worth, because his worth was never up for debate. He knows that losing his temper means losing his control, and control is the foundation of freedom. Seneca said, "He who is calm in chaos rules himself." Think about that. Not rules others, not wins arguments, but rules himself. Detachment is the art of choosing where your energy goes. You can't stop people from being disrespectful, jealous, or cruel. But you can stop feeding their power over you. Every reaction you don't give becomes energy reclaimed. Every silence you choose becomes a declaration of mastery. Detachment doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start caring selectively. You learn to ask, does this deserve my attention? Does this align with my peace? And if the answer is no, you walk away. Not out of weakness, but out of wisdom. The strongest warriors are the ones who can step away without resentment. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. As emperor, surrounded by politics, betrayal, and deceit, he could have lived angry. But instead he wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, deceitful, envious, and unsocial. Yet none of them can hurt me, for no one can degrade me unless I allow it." That's detachment in motion, accepting reality as it is, not as you wish it to be, and still staying calm within it. Modern society worships attachment to opinions, to validation, to comfort. We measure self-worth through likes, replies, and attention. We want constant reassurance, but the more we need it, the less free we become. Detachment breaks that chain. It says, I can enjoy things without clinging to them. I can love without losing myself. I can face rejection and still remain whole. Here's the truth. Detachment isn't about caring less. It's about caring right. It's emotional minimalism. You stop collecting drama and you start collecting peace. Try this exercise. Tonight, write down 3 things or people that drain your energy the most. Maybe it's a toxic friendship. Maybe it's a constant need to explain yourself. Maybe it's your own overthinking. For each one, write this statement: I release control over what isn't mine to carry. Then breathe, long and slow. That's you pulling your energy back home. The Stoics called this the inner citadel, a fortress within you that no insult, loss, or betrayal can breach. The moment you stop letting others dictate how you feel, you become untouchable. You stop reacting to every slight and start responding with deliberate calm. You stop chasing control of the external and start mastering the internal, because when you detach, you don't stop feeling, you start choosing. You stop being a puppet pulled by the strings of approval and anger. You stand still while others unravel. You stay grounded while the noise rages on. Detachment is not a wall, it's a shield. It's what keeps your heart soft and your mind unshaken. So the next time someone tries to pull you into chaos, smile. Let them spin, let them rant, let them misunderstand. You owe no one your peace. Remember this, the man who can walk away without bitterness has already won. Because real power isn't in control over others, it's in control over yourself. And that kind of power, it can't be taken, only surrendered. 4. Expect chaos, train for it. Most people pray for calm seas. They want life to be smooth, predictable, free of conflict. But the Stoic doesn't beg the storm to stop. He learns how to sail through it. Because chaos isn't the enemy, unpreparedness is. The world will never be stable. People will never always be kind, and circumstances will never obey your plans. If you expect chaos, you stop being surprised by it. And when you stop being surprised, you stop being shaken. We live in a culture addicted to comfort. Every minor inconvenience feels like a tragedy. A slow Wi-Fi connection, a rude text, a hard conversation. People crumble over what used to build character. But Marcus Aurelius faced plagues, betrayals, and war, and still wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That line isn't philosophy. It's survival training for the soul. Life's obstacles aren't punishments, they're invitations to grow. When you expect chaos, you move from fear to readiness. You stop asking, "Why me?" and start saying, "Try me." You see hardship not as proof that life is unfair, but as proof that you're still alive and capable of fighting. The Stoics called this mindset premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Every morning, they imagined what could go wrong: loss, rejection, sickness, conflict. Not to dwell in negativity, but to disarm fear. When the worst comes, it no longer feels foreign. It feels familiar. You've already shaken hands with it in your mind. Think about soldiers before battle. They don't hope the enemy stays home. They train so that when the fight begins, instinct takes over. Your emotional discipline works the same way. Every minor irritation, every argument, every setback. These are your drills. You don't need life to be easy. You need to be ready. The next time something disrupts your peace, traffic, criticism, delay, whisper to yourself, "This is training." Feel your body tighten. Breathe. Feel your mind complain. Observe it. Feel the urge to react. Smile. The lesson just arrived. The Stoic doesn't seek comfort. He seeks capacity. Because the mind, like muscle, only grows through resistance. Seneca once wrote, "Difficulties strengthen the mind, as labor does the body." If you live avoiding every form of pain, you remain fragile. But if you train with discomfort daily, nothing can truly break you. Cold showers, hard workouts, difficult conversations, discipline over indulgence. These aren't punishments, they're weapons. Every act of voluntary hardship builds a shield against involuntary suffering. Here's your challenge. For the next week, pick one small discomfort a day. Wake up earlier. Take a cold shower. Do the task you've been avoiding. Go through the day knowing you're not escaping life. You're conditioning for it. Each act says, "I am stronger than my excuses." The Stoic warrior doesn't wait for peace to arrive. He builds it in the middle of noise. He doesn't hope the storm ends. He becomes the calm inside it. When you stop wishing for easier days and start training for stronger ones, chaos loses its power over you. Because chaos can only break what's unprepared. So when life hits you, and it will, don't shrink, Don't panic. Stand firm. Breathe. Remember that this too is practice. Every test, every rejection, every heartbreak is the gym of your spirit. You're not being punished, you're being prepared. Expect chaos, train for it, because storms don't destroy the Stoic, they reveal him. 5. Master the inner dialogue. If the outer world can be loud, the inner world can be deafening. The voice inside your head, that constant narrator, can either be your greatest ally or your most dangerous enemy. Most people never realize this. The war isn't fought outside, it's fought in your mind, one thought at a time. We talk to ourselves all day long. I can't handle this. I'm not good enough. I always mess things up. That voice becomes our atmosphere, our invisible cage. The Stoics knew this better than anyone. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts." Every thought you repeat is a brushstroke painting the walls of your mind. Keep repeating weakness, and your spirit will bend. Repeat strength, and it will rise. So the Stoic doesn't just control his words, he disciplines his inner language. He watches his thoughts like a commander inspecting soldiers. When a weak one appears, he doesn't panic or judge it. He studies it. He asks, "Is this true? Is this useful? Does this thought serve me or sabotage me?" And if the answer is no, he lets it go, calmly, decisively. Modern life rewards noise. We drown ourselves in content, opinions, gossip, endless scrolls of other people's lives, and forget that the most powerful words are the ones we whisper to ourselves. Your self-talk sets the tone for your entire reality. The Stoics understood that mastering the mind begins with mastering the monologue. Here's how you start. When that critical voice rises, don't try to silence it. Redirect it. Replace "I can't handle this" with "I'm being trained by this." Replace "Why is this happening to me?" with "What is this trying to teach me?" These are small linguistic shifts, but they reprogram the nervous system. Neuroscience now proves what the Stoics practiced. Thoughts trigger chemicals, and chemicals trigger emotions. Change the thought, change the chemistry, change the life. When you wake up tomorrow, your first conversation won't be with the world. It will be with yourself. Before your phone, before the news, before the noise. Pause and speak power into your mind. Tell yourself, "I am calm, I am focused, I am in control." Feel those words. Don't just say them. Become them. Because your mind listens to the voice it hears most often, and that voice should be yours, not the world's. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations not to preach, but to remind himself daily who he wanted to be. Every page begins with a dialogue between his higher self and his human self, the emperor talking to the warrior inside. That's the practice. Journaling, reflection, correction. It's how the Stoic polishes his own thoughts until they reflect clarity instead of chaos. So here's your exercise. Each night, write down 3 sentences you told yourself during the day. Then ask, did they strengthen me or weaken me? Replace the weak ones with truth, with lines that align with your best self. Repeat them until they feel natural. Soon, your mind will stop defaulting to fear and start defaulting to strength. Remember, you cannot control every emotion, but you can control the language that feeds them. Thoughts are seeds. Water the ones you want to grow. If you keep saying you're tired, you'll feel exhausted. If you keep saying you're ready, you'll feel unstoppable. The Stoic warrior doesn't seek external validation. His confidence is built internally, word by word, day by day. He knows that the world may scream, but his inner voice decides what echo remains. So watch your words, especially the silent ones. Speak like a king to your own mind, because if you master your inner dialogue, no outside voice can ever dominate you. And when the noise of the world fades, you'll hear something rare. silence that feels like strength. 6. Peace is the ultimate discipline. Everyone says they want peace, but few are willing to train for it. We chase peace like it's a gift the world can give us, not a muscle we must build. We look for it in the quiet room, the right playlist, the weekend getaway. But peace isn't found in the absence of noise. It's found in the mastery of it. The Stoics understood that peace is not a mood, it's a discipline. Marcus Aurelius wrote meditations while leading armies and facing plagues. He didn't wait for the world to calm down so he could find his center. He built his center in the middle of the chaos. He wrote, "If you are disturbed by anything external, it is not the thing itself that troubles you, but your opinion of it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment." That's not poetry. That's training. Peace doesn't mean your mind is empty. It means your mind is steady. The Stoic doesn't suppress emotion. He observes it without drowning in it. He feels anger rise, but doesn't feed it. He hears criticism, but doesn't inhale it. He watches disappointment approach like a wave, and instead of running, he plants his feet. Peace, for the Stoic, isn't something that happens to him. It's something he becomes. Modern life glorifies stimulation. Constant updates, notifications, opinions. We've become addicted to noise, terrified of silence. But silence is where power regenerates. The man who can sit in stillness without reaching for distraction, that man is dangerous. Because his calm cannot be manipulated. His peace cannot be stolen. Seneca once said, "To be calm is the highest achievement of the self." That's what Stoic peace is. Not passive indifference, but active composure. It's choosing not to let the world dictate your internal weather. It's deciding every morning, no matter what happens today, I remain unshaken. Here's a simple but powerful practice: the stillness drill. Once a day, find 5 minutes where you sit completely still. No phone, no music, no movement. Just you and your breath. Breathe in for 4 counts, hold for 4, exhale for 6. As you breathe, thoughts will come. Let them. Observe them as if they belong to someone else. Don't chase them, don't fight them. Just watch. That's how you train detachment in real time. The mind slows, the heart follows, and suddenly, peace stops feeling distant. It becomes familiar. The first time you try this, you'll feel restless. Your mind will scream for stimulation. That's normal. You're not failing, you're detoxing. Every second you resist the urge to check, scroll, or move, you're reclaiming control. Peace begins where reactivity ends. You'll notice something. When you practice stillness, your reactions soften. What once triggered you now passes like the wind. You stop getting dragged into other people's storms. You become the calm center they can't shake. And in that moment, you understand what Marcus meant. That peace is not freedom from the storm, but freedom within it. This is the discipline most people never master. The ability to remain grounded when life shakes everything else. Anyone can stay peaceful when things go right. But true Stoic power is staying steady when they don't. So train for peace. Schedule it, protect it, practice it. Because the man who commands stillness commands everything. The next time you feel chaos rise, pause, breathe. Remember who you are. You are not the noise. You are the observer of it. And when you master that, peace stops being a destination. It becomes your default. You don't chase calm anymore. You embody it. Because peace isn't weakness. Peace is control. Peace is power. 7. Stoic emotional training ritual. 7-day practice. Philosophy only becomes powerful when it's practiced. Reading Stoic wisdom is one thing. Living it daily is another. You don't build emotional control by thinking about it. You build it through repetition, through deliberate, uncomfortable practice. So here's your 7-day Stoic training. a mental boot camp designed to forge calm into reflex. Day 1. Audit your triggers. Write down every moment today when you felt disturbed, annoyed by someone's tone, anxious about a delay, frustrated by mistakes. Don't judge, just observe. Awareness is the first step to mastery. The Stoic can't control what he refuses to notice. Day 2. The 3-second rule. For every situation that triggers you, practice the sacred pause. Count to 3 before reacting. That tiny delay is where your power hides. Breathe. Choose your response. With time, that gap will widen, and so will your peace. Day 3. Visualize chaos. Calmly. In the morning, imagine one challenge that could hit you today. A harsh word, a sudden problem, a plan falling apart. Picture yourself facing it without emotion. This is premeditatio malorum in action. You're rehearsing strength before the test begins. Day 4. 5 minutes of stillness. Sit in silence. No screens, no noise, no movement. Just your breath. Watch your thoughts rise and fade like clouds. You're not suppressing, you're observing. The longer you sit, the quieter the storm inside becomes. Day 5. Rewrite the voice. Throughout the day, listen for negative self-talk. The voice that says, I can't, I failed, I'm not enough. When you catch it, rewrite it. Turn I can't handle this into I'm being trained by this. The more you rewrite, the more your brain learns calm as a new default. Day 6. Reclaim your energy. Notice who or what drains you emotionally. The endless argument, the toxic text thread, the habit that numbs your focus. Step back from it, quietly, firmly. Detachment is not rejection, it's protection. Every no to what drains you is a yes to your peace. Day 7. The calm reflection. At night, journal this single question. When did I remain calm today? Don't focus on where you failed. Focus on where you succeeded. Each calm moment is a victory, proof that you're no longer reacting out of habit but acting from awareness. By the end of these 7 days, something shifts. You stop getting dragged into every emotional current. You feel space between stimulus and response, and that space is freedom. Your reactions become slower, your breathing deeper, your peace harder to steal. And here's the real secret. This 7-day ritual isn't about 1 week. It's a foundation. Repeat it until calm becomes your natural state. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Some days you'll stumble. You'll react, you'll slip, you'll forget. That's fine. The Stoic doesn't chase flawlessness. He chases consistency. Because emotional mastery isn't built in a single revelation. It's built one calm moment at a time. So treat each day like training. Each trigger is like a teacher. Each silence like a rep for your mind. This is how you become the kind of person chaos cannot break. The kind of person who no longer fears the storm, because he is the calm within it. And as you finish this week, repeat this mantra until it becomes truth. Calm mind, unbreakable soul. Say it again, slower this time. Feel it. That's not just a phrase. It's your new identity forming. You've trained your mind, faced the storm, and stood your ground. You've learned that peace isn't given. It's earned through discipline. That emotions are not chains, but signals. That calm isn't weakness, it's power. So when chaos returns, don't resist it. Just breathe, watch, respond. You've been here before, and you're ready. Because true strength isn't loud or violent. It's quiet, steady, unbreakable. You don't need the world to calm down. You are the calm.